Hi, everyone. Welcome to the 15th episode of the podcast series featuring interviews with women who stammer, sharing their inspiring stories with others. My name is Vidya Lalgudi Jaishankar. I am an artist and a volunteer at TISA. Today, our guest is Sonam Chaurasia. She is a dynamic professional whose journey invites reflection on what it means to lead and grow. As a founder of StudyCube Commerce Academy, while also managing her family run restaurant Raju Daba, she has learned to navigate the complexities of leadership with purpose and adaptability. Now pursuing her MA in economics, Sonam's approach to challenges, including her journey with stammering, serves as a reminder that growth is an ongoing process. Hi, Sonam. Welcome to the podcast. It is an absolute pleasure to have you here.
Hi Vidya, thank you for the wonderful introduction, and I'm happy to hear. Thank you for inviting me.
Thank you. So, you have recently participated in the Thrive Disability Inclusion Summit. So, what was the experience like, and how has it influenced your perspective on inclusion and disability representation?
Yes, and yes, Vidya, I think few days back, I was in the Thrive event by Sarthi. Its main motive to include the people with all disability in the workforce. Okay, so there, I think we met many people. Like one man I can remember who lost his eyesight in an accident when he was 25 years old, and he decided not to be but he don't want sympathy from the people, like he don't have the eyesight. So and after losing his eyesight, he managed to start a business on a very large scale. So this motivates me a lot. I'm a stammer. How can I lose hope? And when someone him I can see. That was very inspiring. And one more thing, and one person, he could not hear and speak. So he was very, and he was also managing found a very large scale business, and he was very happy that I have only one thing, so I kept a interpreter for this. So there is no problem in that. So he is managing many employees, and where he teach some basic sign language to every employee, and he's doing well.
Uh, Thank you so much, Sonam, for sharing your experience. So, how does that it actually changed your understanding of, while it comes to representation of disability in workplaces?
Yeah. So Vidya, about in the question, I also met there DP Singh, where he said, as a person with disability, we do not think more on disability, and we do not more think on creating that kind of environment. And we have to prove ourselves that we are as productive as the other people out there, because at the end of the day, all the organization want some productive people and some people who can raise their business, raise their organization. I think we as a person with any disability or as a stammerer, uh, excluding stammering, we should work on our skill, our learning, a many part, and then stammering can be a very small thing to tackle.
Thank you so much for sharing your experience in the summit. So now, I mean, reflecting on your childhood, school, and college years, what were your experience with stammering, and how was your support system back then, and how has it changed now?
Okay. Vidya, when I start from my childhood, mm, uh, it was like I was, we do not have to compare, but yes, I was a very hardcore stammerer that I don't want, I couldn't hide from someone कि I stammer. So I
Hmm.
face a lot of struggle in school. Like teachers don't want that I read a chapter or don't want कि I take a chance to speak up in the class. They just set me down, and I don't find any of them in the class who wants to talk to me. So the school time was very lonely. I just sit down in the class and watching the students who has a friend and talking and smiling and having fun. So this kind of my school, I think the childhood was, and then I was not vocal about my stammering with my family. On I don't have friends, so I was not vocal about my stammering. So I was not any support system. But in class 11th, I told my mother that I think there is some problem in my throat, and it might get operated. Then I will be fine and all. So please, we shall go to the doctor,
Hmm.
and then I will get operated, and I will be fine soon. And then my mother used to be a very great support system. I had a lot of tests. I prayed to the God that I can get operated and will be fine. But then I start speech therapy, and there we practice prolongation and pausing technique mainly. So yes, it affected a lot. But it improved my speech uh, uh, mm, better than earlier. Earlier, I wasn't able to hide my stammering because it was a lot, and now I become more smarter in hiding my stammering. If I hide my stammering to someone, I feel happy. If someone knows my stammering that I stammer, I feel very sad, and I keep on thinking for 2 to 3 days that someone knows about my stammering, that I got some inferiority complex. The other person won't respect me. uh, and in my school college time, I just passed my college time in chasing of hiding my stammering, and in the roll calls, I faced a huge problem. Yeah, that's all. And support system, I and after school, I had a support system with my mom and sister, and that's all in my college days and school days before joining TISA.
Thank you so much, Sonam, for sharing your childhood experiences with stammering. You know, it especially when it comes to formative years, these kind of experiences usually play a very huge role in creating a positive image of self. So I can completely understand because I also underwent similar experiences while I was I was a child. So like after you finished your college, I think like after your father's passing, you were unexpectedly faced with the responsibility of running the family restaurant. It must have been a challenging role, especially as a woman. So, how did you navigate this responsibility, and what steps did you take to make it work successful?
Yes. So, like initially, when I my fa after demise of my father, I was handled a responsibility to run the restaurant that my father's own. Um, Initially, I faced I faced a huge issue because the first was the managing employees. So it was a very big problem. Sometime they keep on sleeping and they didn't pick up on time and open the restaurant. And sometime what happen is they just decide that we don't come, we want a holiday and all. So in the meantime, I it took a time for me to learn how to handle employees, how because I am the owner there and they are the employee and I am the employer, right? So I want them to listen to me only. They don't decide anything. I'm here to decide. I just can listen out their ideas. If they are worth listening and worth implementing, then only I will implement their ideas. All right. So that's all by keeping. I think initially I was facing difficulty, but day by day, getting experience, I think getting a failure in one thing, then I used to learn how to tackle down this one. When you work in the restaurant, the outside in outside business, like you have to deal with many people like the police, like MCD, and like some NGOs and all. You have to deal with many things, and the employees also, and costing and all. So it is learned by practicing experience. And I also talked in TISA, some members, some my senior leaders that have some experience. So I managed to learn how to run that restaurant. Now I'm comfortably doing it.
Oh, I can, I'm not able to understand this experience fully because I haven't been through it. But it must have been a very, challenging situation for you, and you came out of it, in a very flying colors. It is such a wonderful story that you have, and very inspiring story to share with us. Thank you so much for that. So, when it comes to stammering mindset, like how it is, how the journey of self acceptance for you, and how the relationship with TISA has influenced this journey of self acceptance.
Yeah. Only after joining TISA, I know something about self-acceptance. Like we have to accept our stammering. Before that, I was like, कि, I was trying 100% to hide my stammering, and I was learning I was making my mind to learn that you don't stammer, you are a perfect speaker, you can speak like a positive imagine visualization where I'm speaking fine with no disfluency. So after coming to TISA, I know something about some kind of I don't know about the existence of accepting concept. I know it after TISA, and after realizing the what acceptance means, and it changed my life fully. Like before joining TISA, my stammering was same, right? But my mindset was different. Like I never go outside, and I don't remember before joining TISA when I went outside for buying things for the restaurant, for shopping, because I was very afraid that the word won't come out of my mouth. But in initially, when I joined TISA in 2022, I in the coming week, in the Sunday, I joined the SHG meeting on Sunday, and and after that only I decided that I will come out of my comfort zone, and I started to go out, and I'm taking lead in communicating with everywhere where I feel uncomfortable. So yes, stammering is same, but mindset is different. That is stammering. If you stammer in speaking, that's okay, but you should not stop speaking. So yes, self acceptance is very, very important, and there I learned in TISA.
Thank you. Can you elaborate further on the SHG meetings that you have attended? Because I can understand that SHG meetings have a very positive effect on PWS and TISA. So, if possible, can you share your experiences in SHG meetings?
Yeah, I think Vidya, if you want to improve, if you want to take benefit of the Indian Stammering Association, the TISA, so you should definitely attend SHG because in SHG meeting, we learn so many things. We learn to communicate on we learn to speak on the mic. We learn to stranger talk. We learn to fun activities. We learn to singing. We learn to crack jokes, and we also done activities in metro where full of stranger in buses, crowded buses. So after attending, like if you attend 4 to 5 SHG seriously, it will really transform your personality. So if anyone want to improve their communication skill and take the benefit of joining the Indian Stammering Association, they must attend SHG meeting. SHG meetings are wonderful, and I have changed a lot after attending SHG meeting. I have never thought that I can speak on the mic, I can speak to a stranger, I can speak in metro. I can speak, I can sing, I can crack jokes. Matlab, all the barriers that were in my mind, कि as a stammerer, I cannot do this, that, and all this. All the barriers, all the barriers were broken because uh, discussing theoretically something different, right? So SHG meetings are the medium where we go out and all of our theoretical knowledge, all of the things that we have learned in the meeting, in the online meeting, it is the platform that we perform everything. We do everything and break all the barrier that the uh, stammerer cannot do this and that.
Oh, thank you so much, Sonam, for sharing this. You know, I wish there was an SHG group in the UK also. But hopefully, when I come to India, I will be able to attend more SHG meetings. I mean, as much as I can. So teaching was a conscious choice for you, right? Like, so you
Yes.
had to interact with so many students. So as a person who stammers, I mean, how did you navigate these experiences, and how has that shaped the way you create a safe and supportive space for your students to express themselves?
Yes. First of all, teaching was to come in the teaching field was not my decision. I was in my after my school, I started to teach, and my sister has a lot of students. She told me to teach the smaller one, like first to fifth class student. And that time I was so much scared that how can a student study from the person who can't even speak properly? So I was in a denial mode. I just denied. So my sister my, persists me that you can, if you try to teach, you will teach in the meantime. And there I gained a lot of confidence because the students from first to fifth class, because they at time I stammering was huge. So the kids who is in the age group up to fifth class, so they don't make fun of their teacher, what I understand. They just listen to their teacher, what she or he is saying. So are very supportive. मतलब कि the biggest support system I got in my lifetime is my student. Which just because of them, I started to improve my communication skill because
I was because I began to think कि despite of the stuttering, despite of my stammering, they are willing to hear me. So after teaching to up to class fifth, I think for 1 year I gain a lot of confidence. Then I up to eight, then 11, 12, then graduation. I shifted and it increased my confidence level. And after that, we started the coaching center in 2018. And due to my stammering, I think I also have met with the kids, not with the bigger classroom, but with the kids that few maybe have some difficulty in speaking. So I tend to discuss in the class about the things about stammering and all, and let the and when I also observe that the when the kids they don't make fun of their teacher, but they do make fun of their friends in the class if they stammer. Though I teach them about my stammering also, and there and I tell them it is very normal. Every person has some issues, some difficulty. In can be it can be in any form. So we just not try to hurt anyone. We just so these kind of discussion, and due to stammering, I become more patient in listening to the student or the parents, because as a stammerer, I faced a lot of difficulty because nobody wants to listen us. So, due to this problem, I always have a habit to listen my students or parents or anyone or my employees. I just listen to them completely, listen properly, and if I find any suggestion, any improvement, and if they are having any problem, though I always try to sort them.
Thank you so much, Sonam, for I can understand like especially children who are not aware of this stammering can always be very uh, you know they might pass comments that can be hurtful. I mean, even to adults like us. So it's a very tricky situation to spread awareness to younger generation. So what you're doing is really good. So that brings us to the end of my questions. So, I mean, I would now like to welcome our audience to share their thoughts or want to ask any questions, please. Hi, Deepika. Hi, how are you?
Hello, hi dear, hi, Vidya, and hi, Sonam, and
Hi, Deepika, ma'am.
hi. So, uh, yeah, so I, I am so, uh, I am so inspi ins, inspired uh, and motivated to li- listen to your podcast. So I I think I learned some very important uh, um, things, and one of the thing which I learned, I mean, I am now for uh, 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 for 40 um, uh, um, um, plus, and I still have a fear of uh, of uh, uh, of of teach, uh, teaching here, you know. So I would really like to overcome that fear. So you can give me a few uh, 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 tips how to overcome the fear of teach, uh, teaching.
Okay. So Deepika ma'am, you are asking about the fear of
Mhm.
overcoming teaching fear, right?
Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah. I suggest ki always, I think for me it works like always start from the class up to fifth, because
Okay,
they generally don't make fun, because I have seen in class 11th or 12th I faced a lot of issue, because
okay.
they because if in a, you are taking a class of 20 student, so
Mhm.
one or two of them will make fun, one or two of them will start laughing when you stuck on the word, and it will make you more fearful while speaking, and
Right,
your stammering version,
right,
because
right,
before it was before joining TISA, and my stammering was increased many times. Matlab, I was started to stammer, or and I was all alone in the room. So in the classroom, student started to walk away because I had a so much bad stammering, and I went into a lot more depression. I cancel my classes and all just because of this, and I took time to, because yes, because good experience create confidence, and bad
mm,
experience creates some hurtful things in the heart. So I think you should
right,
always
right.
start with the easy things, uh, uh, and step to step you can go forward, but it's always start from the easy so that you can be motivated and feel happy
Mhm.
about the things.
Okay, okay. So I think I should do that. So so I think this is one of the uh major things which I would like to do. Yeah.
Yeah, you should start as early as possible, because teaching kids is very
Yes.
good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So otherwise, what I feel that if I go to teach, the people will think that their kids also get the will also pick it up from me. So they won't be so much interested in, making their kids learn from me. So I think this is one of the fear which uh, many people like me would have. You know.
Yeah, okay. So, Deepika ma'am, something the thing you are saying is very true, but sometime we created a lot more dangerous image in our mind of
Yeah.
stammering,
Yes.
but in reality, it is real, but in a very small amount, right?
Right. Right.
So, because, yes, because in my entire journey of teaching,
Mm-hmm.
because I started my journey from a very when I was stammering a lot, I was suffered to speak their sentence, and the children tend to discuss with their parents. And sometime I think
Mm-hmm.
it's few 2 3 years back, So sometimes parents ask me on the call that I think you have some issue about
Mm,
speaking and all, and
okay.
I was not confronted because it was before joining TISA, and it was if these things was happen after joining TISA, so I can explain them very well about these things.
Okay. Okay.
Yes, I just ignored the situation, but they are very careful about me, ki what happens to me, and they continue to teach uh, their children with me. And I also interviewed one of my students, and she was in class eighth. She was studying from me, and she studied up to graduation.
Oh, okay.
Like, yes, so I interviewed
Observe.
her. I was a stammerer. So why you don't think to change the tuition center and someone who is a very fluent speaker? So she just said ki I just want to learn something, understand something, and you are fantastic in understanding the things, and that's
Awesome.
all for me. You are stammering or not stammering, it is not my area to think of this.
Awesome. Okay. Very
Yep.
good. So I think uh, I think that was very inspiring. So I think I would definitely like to step out of my fear and give it a, 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 a try.
Yeah, it will be wonderful because we always have to start from somewhere,
Right.
as
Yeah.
early as possible is
So
best, I think.
yeah, because I feel that I have not taken that leap, so I need to do that.
Yes, yes, I think it is the right time. When you think of something, it is the right time to start.
Mhm. Right. Thank you so much. So yeah. So I would like to hear more. I mean, uh, uh, something. So about your recent experience at the sa at the Sarathi, yeah, about
Yes,
your
Samriti.
recent experiences at the Sarathi conference. So, what are the things that you learned there? And I would like to know more about that.
Uh, so yes, that event was wonderful, and it impacted a lot. Like there, I met Major DP Singh, and he was like in he was is in the Kargil war. He lost his leg, and
Mm.
after losing his leg, he started marathon. So and earlier, when he has leg, so he used to hate running. He don't like running. But after his amputation, he started marathon, and from him I learned a lot. Like he said, कि I don't feel any problem, any issue without my leg. And he tend to run for 10-kilometer marathon, 15-kilometer marathon, and he is doing very well. And
15
he just
kilometers,
said
yeah.
ki, yeah, and he also said ki in the accepting mode, we don't want others to accept us. It is just that we have to accept ourselves, and that's all. and that hit me very hard, because we don't want we don't have to do anything others to accept ourselves. We just have to accept ourselves. We have to do things what we like to do, what not ki what other people will think. And
Other
after
people
coming
want us.
from, yes, and
Yeah.
after coming from the Thrive, Deepika ma'am, I put on the status about my stammering and all, because he just said ki don't think of anyone, just do what you want to do. You don't have to think, you don't have to do anything to other person to accept you. This and that will accept you, this and that will know about. First you accept yourself completely, the world will accept you as you accept yourself. Because if we are underconfident about ourselves, if we are not happy about our stammering, or not confident about ourselves, how can we accept other person to
Yes.
accept us? Yes, so
Yes.
just accept ourselves. Yes, so
Right. So I think, yeah, so I learned some good things because I do get demotivated, and all the things which you said, they have made me feel um, better, and uh, I can so able to I'll be able to do something.
yeah, thank you, Vidya. Thank you, Deepika ma'am.
Uh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Deepika, for asking so many wonderful questions, because
Thank
uh,
you.
people
Thank
who
you.
want to go in the career of teaching has these kinds of uh, doubts, especially if we have speech related problems. So thank you
Yes.
so much for coming up with this questions, and thanks, Sonam, for explaining it so beautifully. And as we wrap up this episode, I would like to extend my thanks to the guests for this inspiring and heartfelt discussion, and also to our audience for being a part of the conversation. And we truly appreciate your time and enthusiasm. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Vidya, and thank you, Deepika ma'am, for wonderful question and wonderful hosting
Thank you,
and
dear. Thank you.
taking time. Thank you so much.